Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you how to lock the bootloader on your Samsung Galaxy A32. If you'd like to lock the bootloader, you can do it pretty easily. First of all, make sure that in settings you are connected to Wi-Fi. Without being connected to Wi-Fi, you can't really do anything. So let's go to connections, go to Wi-Fi and make sure you are connected here, right? Now let's go to About Phone, Software Information, click on build number 7 times. You can see in my case it's already unlocked, the developer mode is already enabled, so I can go back, go to the very bottom, see developer options, and now I should see OEM unlocking enabled and grayed out. It means that my bootloader is currently unlocked and I want to lock it. So let's begin. Once we know all that, let's shut our phone down by pressing and holding on power and volume down. Then click on power off, click on it again, and get a cable ready. Make sure it's already plugged into your computer. You don't need to use the computer. You just need to have it, to plug it into your phone and nothing else. So my cable is already plugged into the computer, not yet to the phone. We're gonna plug it into the phone soon. Let's press and hold on volume up and volume down on the phone, and while doing so, plug in the cable. You should see a blue screen. If you don't see it after a while, then while still holding volume up and volume down and already having the cable plugged in, start holding the power button as well. Now let's press and hold on volume up. It should go to another screen, or the screen should just go off. If the screen goes off, release the button. Now it asks you whether you want to lock the bootloader. So let's lock it. To do it, click on volume up. Remember that it'll erase all the data on your phone. So it's worth backing up earlier, but if you unlock the bootloader earlier, then you most likely know what it does. And also, I have forgotten to mention, it is great to delete your Google account before starting the process. You can do it in settings, in accounts and backup, then manage accounts and find your Google account and remove it, because not doing that will make you need to log into that previously signed in Google account during the setup of the phone, and it just makes the process overly complicated. So I'm gonna get back to you in a few minutes because it's gonna restart, and it takes quite some time because it has reset all the data, and we'll see everything then. Okay, now the phone has restarted. I will set it up super quickly. If you want, you can set it up fully normally, with all the data, but I'll just set it up real quick. I won't even connect to Wi-Fi because not connecting to Wi-Fi makes the setup process way quicker. So I'll just skip that and then later connect to Wi-Fi so I can actually go to developer options, because we'll need to do one more thing before we're done. You can see the setup process without Wi-Fi is super quick. It's already asking me about the dark mode, and I can click on finish. So I personally prefer to set it up quickly, disable OEM unlocking, then reset the phone again. But as I said, you can also just normally set it up however you want and it'll be fine. So let's connect to Wi-Fi, connections, Wi-Fi, and select a network. Now let's enter its password. Click on connect. Go back. About phone, software information, build number 7 times. Go back and find developer options now. Well, they didn't appear. Let's try again. Says already turned on. Okay, yeah, now it's there. Let's click on developer options, find OEM unlocking and disable it, then restart the phone. Without doing all of that, let's press and hold on power and volume down, then restart and restart. Without doing all of that, without disabling OEM unlocking, you don't have device protection features, like for example FRP. I mean, FRP, it really depends on the model and depends on the phone. On some phones with OEM unlocking being enabled, I still was able to basically like have the FRP. So if I reset the phone with Google account, then I needed to enter that Google account later during setup, sometimes not. So it is worth disabling OEM unlocking, so if you lose your phone and someone gets it, they won't be able to use it. Now it's basically done, so I think that's it for the video. I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.